Hello guys, so today we are going to know about another CSS framework. It is called the skeleton framework. It is a very simple and responsive framework for mobile friendly development. Like, it has some great features. It is as simple, like it is a very lightweight, like it has only 550 lines and built with mobile, and it is responsive, so you can design your website without any hesitation, and your website is work well in the in mobile and laptop, desktop, anywhere. You don't need to adjust the screen size as per device, and also the styles designed to be a starting point, so you can do your own designs from the scratch. Like, there is no component, uh, the components are predefined, but not as much that you cannot modify it, but and you can quick to start it without zero compiling or installing necessary. So let's take a look into the intro. So here you can see that you can use the skeleton framework like for this smaller project, or just don't feel like you need all the utility of larger frameworks. It has only some HTML elements standard like container, grids, all about, and you don't enough to get started, in fact. And this whole site is built on the skeleton itself, and you can see that it's a very good framework. You can check it out. Like, if I you can see that it is a responsive website. Like, it can response as per this website, so it's a very nice thing that you have the responsive framework from the out of the box. So there is some components. So this is the grid. So grid system is like, it has some columns and grid with the max width. Like, your screen size is 1200 pixel, so it shrinks with the browser or device at smaller sizes. The max width can be changed with one line of CSS, and you can resize it. The syntax is kind of simple. So let's take a look at the code. So this is the code. Like, first you have the container element, and between the container element, here is the row. The row is something, the line horizontally, and column, you can say that the pillars, like they are in the vertical. So here is the one column, vertical one column, and after that it has the 11 rows. In this way it has a row, and if you want to make some changes in your pages, so you can change by these numbers, like 1/3 in numbers, 2/3 or 1/4. That way it can be changed. And it has also some typography, like it's a rims and font size, and can be responsively sized, so you don't have to fix the size as per, like if you 5.0 are rem, so it size means 50 pixel, so you can say that one rem equal to 10 pixel. So typography is the base, is the railway served by Google. So take a look at the railway that is served by the Google. So that's a font, and it's a Google font, like railway. It's a very good thing that they uses Google fonts, so you don't have to hesitate for the font style. So it's a great thing, and it has the letter spacing, line height, and margins. So you can easily, like, here is the H1 is a 5.0 rems of 50 pixel, H2 is a 42 pixel, like this. So that's the code for this. After that we have the button. So button has standard button element is plain. The button primary is like the blue button, and the submit input like this thing, and that's the code for this. And you also design the forms, and it's a little bit easier, like all input selection and normalized for a common height crossbar houses, so you don't have to make it responsive for different devices. You can just put it in this hand of skeleton, so it will be easily handled. After this is the code of the form, and after that we have the lists are the important thing, that they have unordered list have basic styles, and order lists also have the basic style. So this is the code of the list, and this is the list style. That's a good thing. And if you have some code, like if you have some C++ code or C, you can easily put it in the code, just wrap it with code, and it will be something like this. So this is the code for the code. So your code will be looking like this. And next we have the tables. Tables are don't need to tell about much. Tables are just thing where you can put your necessary task as a table wise, and table class, and it is the table. And after that we have the media query. So media query you can query for the media, like @media, and if the minimum 400 pixels, so that's why it can take it out. After that we have the utility skeleton framework. Number of utility classes that act as easy to use help, but sometimes it's better to use it then create a whole new class fruit and element, so you can easily create some utility thing from this. So it is for the positioning, if you need to make a element left or right, and also you have some height display. And if you want to make a image responsive, so just you need to .u image responsive, so it makes the image responsive. So there is some example. Let's take a look at the example. So this is the example. This is a thing. This is a page written in skeleton itself. It's a very good page, I think, because it uses neat and clean, and it's minimal also. And after this let's go to the skeleton framework. You can download it from here, and also if you need to do something for this, like you can go to its GitHub repository. I give the link in the below. And today I code something for you guys, so you can understand the power of skeleton. So let's take a look at the code that I coded using skeleton itself. So it's a code for the skeleton, and it's just a page which I designed using skeleton. So this is the demo page which I designed in skeleton. I just basically take some animal icons and displayed in the browser. So here is the lion and everything, and I take 3 rows, and by after the 1/3 columns I take itself, and it is responsive. So let's take if it's responsive or not. So if I make this, and it's become responsive. As you can see, I put the code in my GitHub repository and put in in the description, so you can check it out. After this, today I also show you how can you deploy your website in Netlify by drag and drop. It's quite easy. More beginners cannot showcase their work for this deployment part, but for this by the Netlify you can easily deploy your website. So first you need to just open your folder of this and drop it, like I show you how can you do this. First you need to do this, and after that you just to drop it here. Maybe for some reason it's not working, but also for continuous integration you can create a new site from Git. So my provider is GitHub, so I just connect it with GitHub and it is authorized. After that I connect my repository with it, skeleton. And the repository come in this way. It's take time, maybe my internet connection is slow, and it is came, and you need to say which branch to deploy. I made another video on GitHub also, so you can, and after that you need to deploy the site. It is quite easy and simple because it's, and as you can see that the site is published, and it will connect the, and you can see that my website is deployed. I put the link of my of this page in the description, so you can check it out. It's a very nice thing that you can easily do it from GitHub, and if you change anything, so it will be change in GitHub also. Let's name it something good. And if you want to change this site name, you just to go here and name it Animal World, and you can see that the name is already changed. You can see that the name is changed, and it is very nice to do. And thank you very much for seeing this, and I put the code in the GitHub, and you can check it out. So thank you very much, and please like and give your feedbacks in comment section. Thank you very much, and I stop the video here. Have a good day.